What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another anime reaction video. I know I've been gone for some time. I recently started grad school. It's going well. Finally feel like I have a good balance with my schedule where I can come back and start doing more videos again. I'm pumped that today we're going to be reacting to the 7 Deadly Sins openings, and if you have any more openings or endings recommendations that you want me to watch, be sure to leave those in the comments down below. I'm also planning to resume my One Piece watch through and my Vinland Saga watch through, so stay on the lookout for both of those as well. As we begin this reaction, if you have not already subscribed, be sure to hit that button down below. And if you go on to enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that like button as well. Let's watch some 7 Deadly Sins openings. As is the case with most of these, I like going in with pretty much no information. That way I sort of have a clean slate with what I'm going to be watching. The same can be said for today. I've obviously heard of 7 Deadly Sins, but know relatively little about the show. We've got 9 openings in total, so let's go ahead and we'll hop straight into the first one. All right. Is that a pig? All right. I'm vibing with the music so far. What is that thing on his back? Oh, something just happened there. We're good though. I obviously am also familiar with the concept of what the 7 Deadly Sins are. I'm curious how much that actually plays into what it means in this show. Cool landscapes. Dude had a jacked back. Okay, so those 4 might be our main cast of characters. Oh, maybe 5. Plus whatever that big thing is. Oh, they travel on the pig? Wait, what? Wait, so the pig changes sizes? I feel like a majority of the comments from when I do these videos are probably after I watch the first opening and am getting so many things wrong and not understanding anything that's happening, which is totally fair. Having said that, I did not really understand anything that was going on or what was happening. There was a small pig that turned into a giant pig. We had a cast of maybe 5 main characters or so. There was almost this prison scene with a guy who we didn't see his face, but we saw his back. And then another guy who seemed to be in this white armor. That dude looked pretty cool, I will say. So going into the second opening, probably going to be looking for a lot of those same characters. And if I had to give it a rating, I know a lot of you don't love when I give these ratings. It's sort of just a way for me to gauge which one I like the most when I look back at the very end. I'll probably say that was like I'll go with an 8 out of 10. I liked it a lot, but also give ourselves a little bit of room to go up for the next few. Opening 2, here we go. Seems like the scenery... Ooh, I like the song. Seems like the scenery is really important in these openings. So, like, even though... Oh, there's 2 pigs. There's a house on one of them. So, even though there's, like, a group of 5, maybe, those are probably, like, the main 2. Or maybe it's, like, a group of 7. Maybe that's, like, the play around the name of the show. We've seen him already. We've seen her already. She had a tattoo on her leg last time, I remember. I can't remember what the tattoo looked like. She's new, though, I think. Is she new? He's definitely new, I think. Oh, unless he was the guy in the prison. Okay, we saw... Oh, that's a bad guy. Okay. I kind of like this one more so far. I like the background vocals. The main character seems pretty likable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was 6 of them there. Okay, now I'm sort of thinking that maybe the 7 Deadly Sins is a play on the number of main characters in the show. Again, might be way off base there. Maybe the pig is the 7th person. Who knows? I will say I did like that one just a little bit more than the first one. I think a lot of the reason was the song, but also when you get to see more of the same characters over and over again, you kind of see the patterns of how they're going to fit into the show. I'm going to go with an 8.5 on that one. I like the second opening just a little bit more than the first one. All right, opening 3. Let's get into it. Wait, that pig looked really small, like it was on his shoulder. Signs of Holy War. Dang, I don't remember if that subtitle was in there for the first 2 openings. Wait, there is a pig on the shoulder. I think he does change size. She's new. So this is the guy that the main character was fighting last opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm also seeing that some of them, or maybe all of them, have powers or abilities. Oh, the nunchucks. Yeah, he definitely does. I'm also curious about the guy flying with the pillow. Whoa, he's jacked now. Dude been doing some push-ups between opening 2 and 3. Huh. Okay. Something I focused on that one, maybe too much, you can let me know in the comments below. I noticed that the main character almost had this split, I don't want to say personality, but like part of him was like dark and had these dark wings. And then the other characters might have powers as well. Like there's one that floats with the pillow, for example. I don't know if that pertains to all the characters or just the protagonist. I am curious about the guy with the armor, the one who was fighting the main character in the second opening. He seems to be more of a neutral character than a bad guy. And so I'm curious to see what he is going to be like in the rest of these openings. I wouldn't be shocked, just judging from my perception of his character, if he ends up being a good guy in this show at some point later on. I guess we'll have to see. Let's go into opening number 4. Oh, oh, this song is, I'm digging this song. I'm trying to figure out if they're a revival of the commandments. Okay, so they all do have a different subtitle, I think. I'm trying to figure out if those 2 main characters are like a couple. Wait, did he just get older? Or if they're like brother-sister. Okay, we've seen her before. Oh, maybe they have like a father-daughter relationship? Okay, lots of characters. That almost looks like a Dragon Ball Z character. Wait, I think he is fighting with them. Is that a different guy? Huh. That was very Dragon Ball Z looking right there. Oh, who's this? Oh, kind of a hint at who it might be. Wait, is she giant now? Dude, I think I focus way too much on the number of characters whenever I do these reactions, because that one just overloaded me with the amount of new people. The main one I want to focus on that we got in that was the younger looking bad guy who had the tattoo sort of on his forehead. He kind of looked like he could have resembled Goku in a small way, but it seems to be that he might be shaping up, along with the guy he was fighting with, to be the main bad guys. And then that guy in the white armor we saw initially early on, I think he was fighting with the good guys. Our main protagonist almost has some of the darkness within him, as opposed to how the people on the other side obviously are representing that darkness. And it seems like our protagonist is the only one on the good side who's almost using that darkness in a good way, or trying to use it in a good way. Again, might be way off. Let me know down in the comments. I'm excited to see where the second half of these openings go, including the little teaser of the whoever that was at the end of the 4th opening. So let's go ahead and we'll watch the 5th opening and see what happens. A very key element, key theme of almost every single opening is these two holding hands. Okay, so I think that's the same subtitle as the last opening. Or hat. I like that kind of beat drop. Oh, the pig has a little clover on its butt. Oh, we haven't... Her eye changed. So I think all those people they just showed in succession of one another are bad guys. I like the song as well. I just realized I forgot to give the last few openings ratings. Or maybe just the last one. How can she be huge now? I'm getting more couple vibes than brother-sister vibes. The professor guy. So now there's more than 7 of them. Okay, I'm kind of getting away from the idea of the 7 deadly sins thing centered around, like, 7 people. I think it's probably something else entirely within this show. Forgot to give the last opening a rating, so I would say the last one was probably an 8 for me. Actually, no, I think I'll go 8.5 for opening 4, and I'll go 8 for this opening. I enjoyed both of them. With this one in particular, opening 5, I don't think I learned anything new, unless I might have missed it, which is very well possible. I'm also way too focused on, like, the girl in the orange being able to be huge. I don't know how much of a correlation that has to the pig's ability to change size. And it's also pretty clear that the central focus of almost every opening up to this point, I think all 5 of them actually, has been the main guy protagonist and the main girl protagonist. And they clearly have this bond that's super important to the show. And actually, in regards to her, we saw her eye change in this opening. So maybe that is something new that we learned. I'm sure that has an importance as well. But let's hop into it. We have 4 more openings. We've got opening 6 coming up next. And there's some 7 symbolism right there. Wrath of the Gods. Did he always have that tattoo? Oh, that was what was on her. Okay. Wait, do they all have... Oh, they each have a different animal? The fox sin? The lion sin. That's cool. So each animal is representative of one of them? So they do each represent a 7 deadly sin, maybe. 10 Commandments. There was a 3rd bad guy right there. Or here's a lot more, actually. Huh. It's interesting, a lot of the villains aren't drawn like traditional evil-looking villains. Oh, here's maybe each of their weapons. I feel like I'm getting really accustomed to each of them. I like this. Okay, I like that one as well. I'll go 8 out of 10 on that one. Something I want to focus on is the main character feels like there is turmoil within him. Like, very clearly, we've seen this, like, dark half of his face. It continuously changes in almost every opening up to this point. I think it's funny how much I speculate whenever I do one of these, and then I read the comments, and they're like, yeah, you weren't even close. Which is probably true again here, but that's kind of what I'm getting so far. We've got 3 openings left. Opening 7. Let's do it. Oh, they both have wings. Oh, maybe he's like a dark angel? It's interesting to me that it seems like each of the main characters represent one of the 7 deadly sins, which you would think is a bad thing, but they're the good guys. Ooh, wow. Yeah, the guy in the white armor is fighting with them now. They've all kind of got new stuff they're wearing now, too. Ooh, couple new people on the bad guy team, it seemed like. Oh. Yeah, she clearly didn't want him to do whatever he just did. Huh. Okay, a lot more symbolism in that one. Very clearly at the end, you saw, like, there was this, like, light god and dark god, and the main character was, like, kind of flying right up to the middle. There does seem to be some division within the main character. The girl, like, doesn't want him to go. That was very clear, and it seemed like the bad guy was kind of, like, egging him on to do it in a way. You saw him smirk there a little bit. I haven't even looked up how many seasons this show is, but I'm invested a lot just after these 7 openings. So let's go ahead and we'll hop into opening 8 at this point. Oh, and I don't know if I gave that one a grade, but I'll say that was an 8 out of 10 for me too. 3 heads. Wait. Wait, did that guy die? I feel like I've entered more confusion. Dragon's Judgment. Oh. This is almost like a creation of the world image. Oh, the music goes hard. Maybe, like, she is light and he is dark, and that's why they're attracted to one another? Okay, so that was a father-daughter relationship. I almost forgot about the pig. See, like, well, now the pig is flying. Looks like a stingray. Huh. Interesting. It feels like they're almost in a different plane of existence. Like something that happened between opening 7 and opening 8. It feels like they are not within the normal world. Like they're almost fighting this spiritual battle on a different plane or something like that. We saw what I thought were a couple new characters, and maybe it was because it was doing a lot of flashback stuff in there. I feel like I caught that at one point too. I'm gonna give that one an 8 as well. I'm interested to see if the final opening is going to be like a conclusive opening where it's like kind of mellow, or if it's like still hyping it up because it's like this is the end. But we've almost made it. We've got one more, opening 9. This is the last 7 Deadly Sins opening. Here we go. There's a lot of light and dark symbolism in this show, like good and evil sort of stuff, but almost at the same time, like surpassing that, because I think he is in some way, maybe not evil, but dark, and she's kind of like guiding him along because she's the light. This feels more conclusive than hype up, like I was saying earlier. Maybe not. Looks like a big battle might be coming. Yeah, they showed this sword through him earlier. I'm not sure what that's about. No! Wait, is that foreshadowing that the animals are gonna die? Wait, so... Man, I'm confused. I'm like 99% sure the person with the sword is different than the guy than the protagonist. Great opening there. I will say, in retrospect, some of the ones I gave 8.5s, at this point I would probably elevate to like a 9. I don't know. I'm gonna go 7.5. I think I was kind of expecting the last one to be like, whoa, like over the top sort of. Maybe it's intentionally not that way because of what happens in the show at this point in time. But that's not to say that I didn't enjoy these openings. These were fantastic. I think I really developed a sense of who each character was and sort of what they're about, even though, of course, it's not with much depth because I haven't seen the show. Something I also want to make a note of real quick is that we didn't see either of those two antagonists, or maybe I'm thinking just specifically of the one who I said looks like Goku, the shorter one. I don't remember seeing him in the final opening. Might have missed him, but I don't know if that tells me maybe he's not in the show at this point. Anyways, let me know down in the comments below if you think I should watch 7 Deadly Sins, what your feelings about the show are, of course, spoiler free if you can. And as always, let me know what openings or endings you want me to react to next here on the channel. Thanks for watching this one. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.